A picture on the TV one time about Ellis Island.
Yeah.
Well, Mary Rose called me up, and she said to me, she said, Bess, did you stop at Ellis Island? I said, no. I said, because we came second class, and it was only just the steerage people down below that stopped at Ellis Island. They were mostly the different nationalities. You know. But Dad came out the first time on the steerage, but he wouldn't have us brought up.
Well, yeah, that might have been another reason. Of course, England's a little closer than Holland too, but not that much.
But they speak English here.
Boy, that's a big difference between 10 days and 21 days.
But I believe that.
My mother, they were on 21 days, and Mama had a small baby. You know,
Yeah.
only 5 months old Dick was.
And
the other little boys were almost 3 and almost and 4. Otto had just turned 4, and Hank got to be 3 on the train coming from New York to Chicago. But they came through that because they were on the low, Mama said, in the lower class, and it was, you know, they're crowded. You didn't have much privacy. But in 10 days, that's not so bad. But what did you do all those 10 days while you were?
Oh, I don't know. They had entertainment for us and that. When we get on there was my mother and all of them got seasick, and I didn't.
Oh, didn't you?
No, I thought I was fun.
Well, sure.
So after a while, they all got better, and then I was down. Then they made fun of me.
I see. You got it later.
You know, that's the first time I ever tasted corn on the cob. Was on that boat.
On that boat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because they didn't have that in Europe. Mom
No.
said they didn't ever had corn either.
No,
Even now, they say that's chicken feed.
Yeah.
That's what Aunt Belle always says. That's not for people. And she thought it was real funny when we eat corn on the cob.
Yeah.
It looks so uncouth.
That's
You're
what
eating it.
That's
And,
why I said that in Hague Uncle Frankie at times they said they don't eat corn. And I know all that. I know that.
Yeah, they might have it in little tins now, like they have peas, you know, like we do, you know, tin cans.
Talking about corn, it reminded me one time I was down visiting Jerry, and then we were going down to get crab that night. On the way back, Mr. Posey stopped his car, and he got out, and there was all kinds of corn, ears of corn, you know. So he picked a whole bunch of them and took them home.
Kind stuff. Yeah, field corn is not sweet.
Yeah.
It's not
He said, well, he told me I could help myself, and Mr. Posey said, he did not know such a thing. So she boiled 2 or 3 of them, you know, but they had to throw the rest of them away. It was a shame. But, you know, he got fooled.
I guess so.
Did you didn't? I agree, but they said that that understood that more people went to Ellis Island were the non-English speaking, like from the Netherlands and from Italy, and they were from they're from, you know, like the Soviet Union and Poland. That most English speaking people that understood didn't have to go to Ellis Island because they could speak English and they could mingle in with the people very quickly.
You had it a lot easier than yeah. Now our dad went across many times, but he wanted to go as cheap as he could too, and that was
mostly
okay by
non-speaking English. Say Canada as well. They didn't.
The
The English-speaking people there didn't have to, you know, to be restricted like the non-English people there.
And there they had to have interpreters for every language. So yeah, they said it was so scary because they might not pass the physical, and my mother was frightened too that one of them may not pass the physical, and then they'd have to go back.
You know, my dad knew an English fellow that Dad knew in England. He had a big hotel in New York, Sid Blake, and he wrote to him and asked him to pick us up at the boat, take us to his hotel and put us up for the night, and then for him to call Chicago, and Dad would be there in Chicago and meet us. So when we got there to the hotel, we got in the room, there was a great big basket of fruit on the table. He was awfully nice, that Sid Blake was. Then when we got on the train to Chicago, and Dad was there waiting for us. So Georgie and Vi and I, we went downstairs. And then we saw a man with the monkey on him with a girt, what's it called?
Oh, yeah.
We were following, we weren't paying much attention. We started to follow him along, although we'd seen them over in England, you know. But we kept following him. So Dad and him missed us. He came down and he asked some people, he said there's three kids following the man down there with a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, yeah.
So Dad caught us. We didn't pay any attention where we were going, we just followed him along.
That's where we first lived, and then and that's where they lived when Well, Dick was, he was a little bit, they had moved already before Casey was born. And when Casey was born, they lived in Kathleen. And my dad worked in shops off and on, but he always wanted land, you know, because in Holland, land was so scarce. I mean, if you weren't born with it, you didn't get it. They're just, you know, it was real small, and Holland is small and lots of people. And if you weren't born with land, you didn't get any, and hardly. So he always wanted land, so then eventually he got it.